Hi, I'm Hal Ottaway with the Wichita Postcard Club, and it's time once again for a postcard of the week. Give us a thumbs up on YouTube and on Facebook, and we'll appreciate it. During our involvement, this nation's involvement in World War I, 1917, 1819, and again in the 1940s with World War II, we sent thousands of men overseas to do battle against the enemies on both sides of us. And at home, we had men, women, and children, older men that were working in defense plants. They were farming the fields, harvesting, gathering crops, and everything. It was a national effort behind all of these servicemen who were doing the fighting. And so we built lots of things. We did tanks and trucks and ammunition, uniforms, just all the things that not only our nation here needed, but the men who were fighting as well, men and women. As we look back at World War I want to show you a couple of examples from my collection of, I collect home front things. And one of these is what we call a service flag, an in-service flag that this family might have had in their window. And you would go down the street and you could, see really how many people from that home were in the service. And they may all be overseas. They might still be in training camps here in this country, that sort of thing. But this would show that there was one blue star in this service flag, and that indicated they had somebody in the service from their family. This expression down at the bottom that says over there, that makes me think that this is more of a World War I in-service flag or banner. I have another example here. This is one that was actually knitted, or I shouldn't say knitted, I think it was more of a crochet. Some mother or grandmother who knew how to do that craft made one for their family, and it hung in their window, and it shows that one of the members from their family was in the service. My last example is World War II also, and this shows that they had two servicemen or women from their family serving their country. If when they had the blue star, that indicated that it was they were servicemen and women serving. If it was a silver star, that could mean that maybe one of them or both of them had been wounded. And then if that person who was serving died, then their blue star was replaced by a gold star. They had what they call Gold Star Mother clubs, kind of a very sad but patriotic and organization that were mothers who had lost their sons or daughters in battle or just in the service. Then they would have their star indicated with a gold star. These in-service banners were used in churches. They were used in manufacturing plants. You would walk into a manufacturing plant and they had big ones, depending on how many people they had involved in their employment. But big banners and with these names. A lot of times mothers and wives had indicated on the individual star the name of their loved one who was there. The same goes for banners that were in churches, maybe in the vestibule or maybe up close to even the altar area, so that everyone could see that congregation's involvement with the war effort. What I have to show all of this is the postcard that I want to show to you today. This, if you look closely at a real photo postcard, you can see lots of things. Behind these two ladies, I see what I have identified as papaya, which it's a papaya is a fruit, a tropical fruit, and so we just assume that this is the scene is set here in one of the tropical places in the United States. One lady, the younger one, is holding an American flag, and then the older lady or grandmother is holding an in-service flag. Now, it's hard to tell in a black and white postcard like this, but it looks like there are four maybe gold stars horizontal, and then there's one blue star maybe in the upper right, indicating that four had been lost, died, and then there was one that was still alive and in the service of their country. The ladies are, they're sad, and that's what I think, why I think the gold stars. They've lost four people out of their family already, and the war is still going. And you can just imagine the emotion and the holding this up for the camera for some family member who, here we've lost four people now, and we're going to make a picture of our service flag that hangs in their front window of their home. It's just something that records, it documents, and I'm just showing you another example of a postcard that does that. Well, I don't want to leave you on too sad a note, so think about looking ahead to October 16 and 17. Mark your calendars. Those are the dates for this year's 43rd annual Wichita Postcard Club show right here in Wichita. Be watching the Facebook pages of the Wichita Postcard Club for additional details as we go forward. But we just learned that we could have this show just about a week ago, and so the printing presses are making our new show flyer, and Rick Gary has redrawn the postcard, our show postcard, and we have the 2021 date in there now. And so things are happening, and we'll very soon be sending the contracts out to our show dealers. We'll have like 30 dealers here from all over the United States, as well as collectors coming from far and wide to our central location in Kansas. Well, we'll see you for the postcard show, and look forward to seeing you again next week right here. Thank you.